Ryan here, and I had to take a week off because I wasn't feeling too good, so that's why this Moon Knight review is a week late than I was intending. I'm actually recording it on the day that I wanted it to be released, which, oh well, happens. But yeah, so figured let's talk about Moon Knight today. First off, we're going to get into spoilers probably right away. I mean, it's been out completely out for 2 weeks now. So if you haven't watched it yet, the spoiler ban is kind of up. So I'm not going to worry about like treading lightly around talking and everything. But yeah, so we're going to talk about just the plot, the characters, and then give it a ranking and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Still getting over a cough too, so sorry if I cough. But yeah, so the show Moon Knight was really good, probably one of the best MCU shows to come out yet. It's paced perfectly, I have to say that. I wasn't expecting it to be, especially after the first episode, I thought it was going to be really, really slow, but ended up like picking up right after the first episode. And after that, it just never stopped. Now, something I did notice that's kind of strange to me, in a sense, is a lot of MCU shows kind of have the same structure, where you'll have the first, like for Moon Knight, the first 4 episodes that build up a story, then the 5th episode brings it to a halt as kind of like a backstory thing, which that did happen in this one. It happened in WandaVision. It wasn't really a flashback, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier's second to last episode brought it to a halt. And Loki's kind of did the same too, where it's building. Oh, and I can't remember if Hawkeye did or didn't. I think it might have. But yeah, so it would do that, and then the last episode would be all action-packed. Now, that's what I meant about like weird pacing that these MCU shows have. However, Moon Knight does it good because it's not doing it for the sake of the audience learning things. It's doing it for Steven to learn about Mark. I almost said Jake, but we'll get to Jake. But yeah, and that was very good. That it was used in a better sense than how the other shows have been doing it. I just do think they need to stay away from that formula though, because it does get kind of boring or predictable, where it's like, oh, we're at the second to last episode. It's time for an exposition dump and everything like that. But, yeah, and then, oh, now it's time to go bonkers in the last episode and do all this stuff. And, yeah, it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good episode. The 5th episode was a good episode. It's just, I don't like that Marvel keeps doing that for their shows. Anyways, so, the characters, let's talk about them. We're going to be talking about all 5 of Oscar Isaac's characters, Khonshu, and Layla, and Ethan Hawke's character that I keep forgetting the name of. So, we start out with Stephen Grant, who is a shy, British guy that has no confidence or anything like that. He calls his mom every day. He thinks that he sleepwalks and stuff like that. And yeah, he's probably the best of the personalities so far that we've seen. I mean, we haven't really seen Jake's personality. And he transforms into Mr. Knight, who is literally like just Steven in a Moon Knight tuxedo, which is great. And then you got Mark, I made a theory where I thought Jake was going to be the kind of the middleman. But it looks more like Mark is the middleman. He's the true identity, is Mark Spector. I shouldn't say true identity, but you get what I mean. He was the original identity, and he turns into the Moon Knight. Kind of a middleman. He's able to have normal conversations, able to basically, if he wasn't fighting DID, he would probably be the most fit in society out of the three of them, from what we could tell, because we only seen Jake for a couple seconds at the end, and then sprinkled throughout the show. Jake seems to be the most violent and threatening of the personalities. That's probably why he still has a deal with Khonshu. We only hear him say, I think, 2 lines through the whole series, because there's an obvious scene in the 6th episode, or the 5th, one of the two, where it's obviously Jake Lockley and not Mark or Steven, because like the voice is different and everything. But yeah, Khonshu was a great character as well. He was very snarky, very rude, just a good character. I really thought Khonshu was a good character. Next is Layla, who she was the perfect like opposite of Mark and Steven and everything like that. Great job. Ethan Hawke's character though kind of was a little bit of a bland villain to me in a sense. I like the idea that he was a cult leader. He used to be Moon Knight and like stuff like that, but it just kind of felt kind of bland. And Tiamat was an alright villain as well. We got a kaiju fight, which was really cool. But yeah, and then that's everybody that I wanted to talk about for the show. But yeah, so I thought Moon Knight was an alright show. I give it a 9 out of 10, best of the MCU's TV shows. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that Nerd Ryan telling you, have an amazing day.